guys, we're James and Holly and...
We are.
Hey guys, we're James and Holly and welcome back to Series 3, Episode 2 of the House Renovations.
No. That was the wrong way.
Oh, we've jumped forward in time. We're now doing the garden. Hey guys, we're James and Holly and welcome back to Series 2, Episode 3 of the House Renovations.
That's taken us quite a few attempts to do that. Anyway. If you didn't watch the previous video, you might not know that we actually need specific roof tiles for our new extension.
However, due to the pandemic, there is currently a 4-month delay in getting them.
And we don't want to wait 4 months to finish this extension, so we've actually managed to source down some of the last remaining roof tiles in the whole country, but annoyingly, they're not delivering them at the moment.
So we're gonna hire a van.
So it is currently 7:30 in the morning and we've got to drive to a van rental company because those roof tiles are not going to fit in the back of Holly's car.
They're really not.
A little Fiat 500 cannot handle anything. So we've got to pick a van up at like 8 AM and then the mission starts.
Looks like you set up camp.
So we've got ourselves a Ford custom van because it needs to be big enough to fit our roof tiles in, but not too big because then it's just pointless. So the weight, what we're getting is like 1.1 ton, and this van can apparently take like 1.4 ton. And like we said, we're only going for the day, and it looks like we've set up shop for about a week in here.
And we've already, you can see in the background, stopped for a coffee.
Not me, this is you. We got like the biggest bag of snacks. Look how many snacks we got. We got all the snacks. Anyway, right, we gotta go.
So this road trip we're going on is a long one. It is a 500-mile round trip from where we live, and we're driving all the way to Norwich, which is the other side of the country. And unfortunately, we're doing it all in one day, so no time for sightseeing. But one perk is we do get to drive by Stonehenge.
There we go. Hopefully they'll fit in there. So, these bad boys, Holly, these bad boys have got to survive a 5-hour drive home.
The true test of your driving.
So we've got no straps to hold the pallet. Do you reckon that'll be alright?
We'll find out soon enough.
So that drive took us about 4.5 or 5 hours. Now we've literally got to turn around and drive home.
Norwich looks lovely though.
We do want to come back to Norwich. It does look like a lovely place. Holly, you're going to have to try again a few more cutaways on the way home.
Can't I have a nap?
So after 12 hours of driving, we're now home. We've got to unload a ton of roof tiles. Just what you want to do after 12 hours. So whilst me and Holly were on this super long road trip for the day, the builders cracked on and pretty much got the roof done, minus the roof tiles, which we obviously just went and got. And if I walk up the ladder, as you can see, the roof has now been put on of the extension. I didn't film any of this process, but the roof is on. We've got these huge 8x2 timbers. It is like a pretty chunky roof, have to admit. We don't have any insulation or anything on in it at the moment, but as you can see, we've got this huge Velux window. It is like absolutely massive. It is huge. It's pretty much bigger than what we kind of thought we were getting. Even though we had tape measures, it just seems a lot bigger now. It's drawing in so much light, which looks incredible. And this is actually the second Velux window we've had. The first one, we had a little bit of problem because it got delivered and it was smashed. But this is a really cool one. Basically, if you press this button on this remote control here, all opens, it's electric, It has a solar power. It has a solar panel built into it, so it charges with the sun. So it basically operates through solar panel, which is really, really cool. And then you can just press it to stop it. What else about the window? Anything?
It's basically a window that opens.
It's a window that opens, but it doesn't have to be hardwired. Normally, the old ones, you just have to like run cables to power it, but because it's got a solar panel in it, we don't have to do that. And it's probably one of the coolest, best features I think we've actually put into the house. What we're trying to say?
It's a window that opens.
It's a window that opens. And now it's time to fit our bifold doors. And if you're wondering, these bifold doors are 3 meters wide, which is about 10 foot, and made from aluminium, and the colour is anthracite, which looks awesome. And once these doors were put into position, that meant that we could actually finish the floor. Firstly, we had to put 100mm of insulation down, and then we could put on the floor screen. I think these are the coolest thing.
These are much better.
We put in. The bifold doors have been installed. So Holly, I think that you need to explain what makes these doors so special.
I'll show you.
They're not any ordinary doors. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Ever since we bought this house.
But we basically want to knock all of this down and rebuild it out properly and build it properly so it's not literally a lean-to. And then this whole bit, this whole wall along here, I really want to get bifold doors. So this whole bit opens up straight into the garden.
Hold on, I'm not well practiced at this.
Other way.
Other way. Ever since we bought this house, this was our vision, to do an extension and have nice, big bifold doors.
Look at that, Holly.
We've obviously got to clear up the garden a little bit, but
A little bit messy.
look at that.
Soon to be patio, should
Yes.
mention.
Not mud pit.
Not a mud pit anymore. And now, as you can see here, the roof tiles are finally on the roof and they look so good, and I'm so pleased that that 12-hour, 500-mile round trip finally paid off, and we have now got a watertight extension. And you can even see that big Velux window dominating the centre of the roof.
So we are also taking these doors out, so we have a nice big entrance from the old room into the new room. But have we even explained what we're doing with this old room now?
I don't think we've actually said what this is going to be. We've changed our minds many, many times.
We change our minds far too much.
This room's changing, but before we say anything about that,
Let's just knock these doors
let's just
out.
rip these out. Quick and easy way of drawing a straight line using the end of the tape measure. And the next job for me was to fill the roof with 150mm, which is about 6 inches of insulation. So there's pretty much 2 ways we could be doing this. One of the ways is just to put the 100mm insulation in and then get the 50mm and board straight over the top of all of this. Or the way what we're doing is putting the 150 into the joist, still leaving, as you can see up there, still leaving an air gap above for airflow purposes. So that basically means that we don't have to drop the ceiling by another 50 or 60mm. It's a horrible sort of dusty job. This insulation is like evil dust, hence I'm wearing like goggles and masks and stuff trying to cover it up, but it doesn't really stop it. It's still getting into my eyes and making it super itchy. Basically, we're just cutting sections, slotting them in. Oh, and you can see here actually that we've also cut out where our lights are going to go in the ceiling. We're actually going to have 4 sort of spotlights up into the ceiling along this bit over here, and then different sort of lighting and stuff over there. Okay, so a little bit of time has now passed. The horrible job of putting that insulation into the roof is over. I don't ever really want to do that again. That was disgusting. The dust coming from that insulation is horrible. Going in your eyes, going in your lungs and stuff. Blah, didn't enjoy that at all. But I am now doing something rather exciting. As you can see, it looks a little bit different. I don't know if you can even see. Yes, you can see. It's looking a little bit different because I have started putting the plasterboard over the insulation now. So we're covering it all up. So as you can see, there's still a few more pieces I've got to do around the window and stuff, the kind of the finishing touches, and also I've still got to put a few more screws in. I've only just kind of held these boards up at the moment, but there is something so satisfying putting the plasterboard up on these ceilings. It's starting to feel like an actual room now. So satisfying when it goes in that easy. And now that's all done, the room is ready to be plastered.